On January 3rd, Universal Century 0079, the cluster of colonies the farthest from Earth declared themselves a Principality of Zeon and launched the War of Independence against the Earth Federation. 1 day later, they would begin Operation British to drop a colony onto Earth. Despite valiant efforts, Admiral Tianum's 4th Fleet could only damage the colony, making it veer off course and hit Australia rather than Jaburo. After this initial success, Zeon decided to continue with Operation British and attempt to drop a second colony onto Earth. This time, on January 15th, Universal Century 0079, the Principality of Zeon would be facing off against then Vice Admiral Revil and his first combined fleet. In today's episode of Gundam Lore, we'll be having a look at General Revil's final moments during the battle and his role during the Antarctic Treaty. On the bridge of its flagship, the Magellan-class Ananke, we find Revil and his second-in-command damning the Minovsky particles for making their raider absolutely useless. As both of them realize that the ship won't last much longer, Dazil Zabi orders all mobile suits to be sent out with nuclear missiles. One such unit armed with nukes were the Black Tri-Stars. They quickly spotted the Ananke and began engaging it. However, Vice Admiral Revil's shuttle was still in the vicinity. Quickly assessing the situation, the Ananke's second-in-command delegated control of the battle to Commodore Rodney Canningan of the Nereid and prepared himself to buy Revil's shuttle as much time as possible. Despite directing the Magellan's full firepower towards the Black Tri-Stars, the single mighty ship was no match for the combination of the jet stream attack and nuclear missiles. With a single hit, the ship was no more. And having quickly dealt with the Ananke, the Black Tri-Stars had more than enough time to catch up with Revil's escape shuttle. It was at this moment that he realized the full potential that mobile suits possessed. After the battle, back in Zeon's homeland, we see Dazil boasting to Cassilia on how the operation was a complete success and was well beyond their expectations with the capture of Revil. However, the old man showed very little willingness to cooperate during his interrogation. He couldn't help but be surprised at the sight of pretty much only young soldiers. It was this sight that made Revil question the true strength that Zeon had left. He even went as far as to straight up ask for the age of his young interrogator. To this, the interrogator only replied that they would wipe out the old-fashioned Federation. A reply which left Vice Admiral Revil less than impressed, as the only thing he complimented were their mobile suits. Shortly after this, Revil would be saved by Federation agents. They explained that due to the signing of the treaty, a lot of soldiers were gone, resulting in lowered security. The Black Tri-Stars were alerted of Revil's escape, but were unable to do anything about it. Gaia just remembered Revil praising their mobile suits and feared that this war would quickly become very busy. Once in safe territory, Revil broadcasted his now famous Zeon is exhausted speech.
私はこの目でジオンの内情をつぶさに見てきた。我々も苦しいが、ジオンも苦しい。
Proclaiming that although the Federation forces are exhausted, he saw with his own eyes that Zeon was also exhausted, and that the Federation might be hurting, but Zeon is hurting much more with almost no soldiers left. Seeing this, a furious Cassilia left the negotiation table. Revil's speech turned what would be the Federation's surrender into the Antarctic Treaty with 3 important chapters. 1. A complete ban on nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons and colony drops. 2. Confirming the neutrality of the Jupiter Energy Fleet and other neutral areas. And 3. Assuring the humane treatment of POWs. After this, the war would continue, and with Revil's newfound prominence, he was able to push for the Federation's own mobile suit development program, the V Project. What happened after that is something we all know.
スペースノイドごときが地球の大地を踏むことなどあってはならんのだ。
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me next time for a two-parter on what happened to the Midnight Fenrir Corps after the game ended.
The Principality of Zeon was defeated. However, As long as there are comrades who continue to fight for their beliefs, kindled by their love for those on the home front, our own battle will likely never end.